Christian was saying that when it comes to breaking down a bunker, it's mostly about just getting that first goal and then kind of getting the floodgates to open. Do you agree that that's sort of like the way to think about breaking down teams that are going to play you defensively? And
well, in the overall scheme of things, when you go up on your opponent 1-0, they have to come out if they want to win the game. So in that sense, he is absolutely correct. I think the nuance is, how do you score that first goal? That's what we're working on a little bit today. You know, we've messaged it through film. We worked on it on the training field. We'll work on it again tomorrow. And, you know, when teams score that first goal, much like our couple of home matches, even the away match in Chicago, you know, it's served us well.
Can you share a little bit on how you worked on that?
Well, we're getting them to be a little sharper. I think the week off, you know, might have taken its toll a little bit. There might have been a little bit of, you know, international fatigue. I think the team just wasn't as sharp as the first 3 games, so we've addressed that.
What do you expect to see from Salt Lake on Saturday?
Well, Mike Petke does a great job of getting his teams ready to play. If you guys watched that game against LAFC during the international break, he was missing some guys through injury, through international duties. He threw a team out there, and they were, you know, 30 seconds from getting a massive road point against a real quality LAFC side. So, you know, his teams never quit. You know, they'll be ready. They'll be ready tactically, and it'll be a tough match.
Seems like it'll be a physical match too. On one of their players leads in yellow cards. I mean, is that?
Yeah, it's a little too early to label people. Sometimes you get a silly yellow. I don't know which player you're talking about. I'll have to do the research on that one. I don't think they're an overly dirty team by any stretch of the imagination. Our sport is physical. You know, there is contact. So referees, you know, do a good job. It'll be fun.
Are they more physical in general than anybody else?
No. I wouldn't say that at all. No.
On the offensive side, what do you expect to see from Salt Lake, just tactically?
Well, without Krylach, it's a big loss for them because he is an exceptional player. So who do they put up there? You know, he can go with some speed options. The young kid Baird and the other kid they had out there. He can go with Rusnak. I mean, who knows how he's going to shape his team? But that'll be, you know, we'll prepare for a couple of different scenarios. But it'll be interesting to see which direction he heads.
Vancouver did have some success on the counter, at least creating opportunities. Is Salt Lake that type of team as well, or do they present different challenges?
No, I would say I think any team in transition in our league creates opportunities. Now, Savarino, Rusnak, I mean, they're all good, speedy, fast, tidy little players. So if we're not careful and we're not clean on our active defending, then they can cause us some problems.
3 games in a week coming up. How do you feel the team is set up to take on this fixture contestant?
I think that game where we had most of our guys, you know, down at Defiance was a great exercise for their fitness. So the entire squad's ready to go.
How do you go about rotating the team? Would that be matchup-wise? How do you go about rotating the team when it comes to 3 games?
It's all of that. It's the results, matchups, which guys are injury risk, which guys, you know, come out and can play 3. I mean, there's a lot of detail that goes into 3-game weeks.
When a guy as important as Raul gets a small knock, do you go over precautions on that, or how does that work with a guy like him?
With senior players, I like establishing trust and building a good relationship with your senior players. So Raul and I will have a conversation. We'll talk about how he feels and make a decision.
He's been scoring like a lot of goals early. Do you feel like a lot of the teams are kind of packing it in early to prevent you guys from getting that early start?
It was one team. Everybody else played it straight up. And I don't think, look, Vancouver's finding their way. Mark's finding his way. He'll get his team to attack. It's not like they don't have any attackers. I mean, I think this is just a one-off.
Chad Marshall wasn't out here.
It's all part of his protocol. He'll be fine.